fight and flight. So the question reads, a guinea pig was describing, your client was describing an event showing flight in moving his head away and leaning back, but then went into anger and had a very definite rage come up. So we went through fight, and then we had an ally come and take him somewhere better. I can think of scenarios where both fight and flight were desirable as responses to the event, and I'm assuming it's a case of express whatever comes up, but seeking thoughts. Is it common for someone to express both fight and flight? I think that's the central question. Yes, and actually this can be where someone gets really confused and stuck, because there's one part of them that's wanting to defend and protect, and one part that's wanting to get out of here. So what we want to do, yes, it is something that shows up. What we want to do is help them tease out those two responses and kind of have enough space to experience first the withdrawal, the pulling back, and just give them space to feel that, and then to experience the anger, the power, and move with that, like it sounds like you did. Like with everything we're doing, we're just slowing things down so that they can experience the kind of the tangle of responses that maybe got stuck. In a more extreme case, when there's fight and flight happening at the same time, that can be a very confusing place to be for the nervous system, so someone can go into freeze from that place. But it will tend to show up when the situation isn't purely negative, as in maybe it's an employer and the employer's behaving badly, and so there's a negative consequence to using a fight response, for example. Or it might be a child who needs the presence of a parent and needs the parent's love and acceptance, and can't run away or can't absence themselves without some negative consequence, or can't fight without some negative consequence. So again, what we're focusing on in our sessions or our groups is just creating enough space for them to feel that there's a lot of response in them to whatever the situation is, that their body is trying to respond triumphantly, and we're just teasing it out and giving it space so that those responses can express. And it's kind of like it'll be a disorganized kind of picture for a little bit while they explore, and slowly, as they feel and allow those sensations and responses to be seen and met, that disorganization will funnel into a very clear response, which may pathway, which may be what you're naming here, that there was an expression of a fight, a no, and then with the support of an ally, there was then the safety to just leave and find a better scenario. So let me know how that lands. Let me know if any other questions arise when you hear that, and much love. Thanks for your question.